So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? Bobl 18. Bronco 80. Go.
Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Made the throw as he was getting hit block, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. Gets some space around midfield. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. Look at 34 yards on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boards, I love that.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Now Martinez. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. Might be a sign of which way they're going to lean in clutch spots moving forward, partner. Early test on 3rd down, and they chose to run for that 1st.
Yeah, no question that just infuses your confidence big time offensively. When you can run it in that situation and move the chains, yeah, they'll do it again.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Quarterback with his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Running is Martinez. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one. Softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
18, hot, tag. Viking, 18. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Richardson on 3rd. Flushed out of the pocket. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Bates' kick is up and good. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Just kind of a confidence builder. That offense drives it down. Special teams does their job. Now the defense going to take the field with the lead.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball to the 35 to begin this drive. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Hurts comes out throwing. It's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out in the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Open space inside the 40. And he's finally brought down at the 33. They get 23 on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belt. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that second level.
First down now, ball at the 33. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A pickup of 17, and that's good for an Eagles first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10.
Ready, go!
Play action, it's Richardson. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Typically, you call play action this early in a game, and you're not expecting sack. Right? Play action protections actually are some of the best, most sound protections in an NFL offensive playbook. Give some credit to the defense to break that play action pass down and put the first sack on the stat sheet.
Come on. 60, Cowboy 80. Ready.
Here's Martinez. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Cooper to Gene with the stop.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Now run with Martinez. And he's going to be stopped well shy of that first down offer. Call it a yard. That means 4th down coming up.
A gain of only a yard.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This is our last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Hits his running back. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. We're 1 quarter closer to some turkey as we reach the end of one on Thanksgiving. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. All set to go now from the 35. Caught. Here's the rookie out of Baylor. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Marshawn Nealon, the one to send him down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones in the mountains are really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Completed to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Hey, Kate, they don't lightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Hey, we got to switch it up. We got to switch it up. We got to switch it up.
They give to Barkley, left side. Makes the tackle. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Those outside runs so critical for running backs, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. They'll motion Brown right. Throw is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles now lead by 10.
Philadelphia.
Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. It didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great arm field quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
All set for the kickoff. Starting at the 10. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. That's your man, that's your man. Ready.
Here's a give to Martinez. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Dean in on the tackle.
He's taken down at the
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. Check. 70, step up. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Connects on the crosser. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Give him 8 on that one. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them are just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here we go. 19 target. Ready.
Back-to-back carries here. Rolling into enemy territory. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning.
Ready. Get it. 19-18.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Finds him over the middle. And he gets a gain of 9, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 9.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Richardson fires quickly out wide. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
13-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19.
From the red zone on first. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. They dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
70. Let's go. Ready.
Throwing again, Richardson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Richardson to throw again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Out is Jake Bates, ready to try to knock this through. Already has 1 in this game, this from 30. Bates' kick is up and good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Hey, facing the deficit is going to follow you into halftime in that locker room. They will welcome those 3 points. A little bit of feel-good momentum.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
inbounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. That'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
First and 10, here's Hurts. Jump off caught by his back. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And again, here's Hurts. Cut out left. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First down now, ball at the 33. Hurts yet again. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Marquise Bell making the play. And the Cowboys get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10.
Line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. First and 10.
Ready? 19 Lions. Bronco 80. 65 cat. 65 cat. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready?
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And he put everything he's got behind it. This is brought in at the 15. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And that gets them back within 5.
And with that one, you're going to see some salty, foul moods in that locker room. You hate all turnovers. But that one led to 3 points, and you hate those even more.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. This return starts at the 5. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard
line. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. Play action. Hurts has it. This is pulled in by Nicole Hardman. Running down the left side. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
You know, Kim, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. He rolls to his right. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
So the incompletion on first. Here is second and goal.
Trimmer.
Running left. This is Barkley. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal.
It's maybe one of the only spots in goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Big play for this offense. It's third and goal. Third and long for him here. This one's caught. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles push the lead up to 12.
You should get out of my way.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. He's got it right side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Get 22 out of that play. That'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Run become quarterback's best friend. Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On first down, they'll run. They'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. First down play, that's a 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Another carry for him. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
First down throw here from Richardson. Finds him on the crossing route. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Bronco 80. Let's go.
From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to be set up with first and goal as this goes out of bounds. Brock at the 3-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Here we go. Start. 19 Tiger. Go.
Throwing now, Richardson. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Tag. Cowboy. Ready. Ready.
They'll throw again, Richardson. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys start the second half with some needed points. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to going off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Nicole Hardman now on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
and 10 from the 32. They go play fake with Hurts. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This defense, they have played it, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
They send a tight end in motion.
63, 60. Hey, Silver.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Go Silver, ready?
Here he goes, third and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First and 10 from the 43. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Finds him over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. 7 yards on that pickup. And that'll be good for a down. His first down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet. It gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Jahan Campbell makes the play. 30 at the 20. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We've got to see what this flag is all about. Penalty yardage marked off. Here's first and 10.
Go! 9, 18. Go. Hot 70. Ready?
Richardson fires quickly out wide. Running in the red zone. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. So after they march off the 5 yards, here's first and 15.
Come on. Hit. Wrap up. Cup 19. Ready?
Running it after the penalty. And the stop is made as he gets 3 of those 5 penalty yards back.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
To the line they go. It's second down.
60 Maverick. Here we go. 70 Timberwolf.
Working from the gun. It's Richardson. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. And the Eagles getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Looking from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Good. Check.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And they tackle him after he makes the play, but we saw a flag come out right as he made the catch. Which side is this interference going to go on? You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them.
Let's go. Trimmer. Got away that Tyson. 63.
And they just get the play off. Complete out to the right side. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he stops. Just one quarter standing between these teams and Turkey in this Thanksgiving contest. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Complete over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out.
Silver.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Finds Barkley underneath. And this is brought to a stop at that, say, 34-yard line there. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back still doing it to this day.
They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Connects on the crosser. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up, put some more yards on that stat sheet.
So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. On 1st down, Hurts. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down.
Hurts now from the gun. That one's cut along the left sideline. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Toss play to Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he'll go down here at the 16.
To A.J. Brown. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Go Silver.
Looking to throw. Taken in by Smith. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take an 11-point lead as they try to push this one out of reach. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
Jake Elliott.
I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. He'll take this at the 10. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Short pass brought in. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
It's crunch time now, baby. 2-score game, just 2 timeouts, plus, of course, that 2-minute warning.
60 by 6.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Buying some time left. This is completed downfield to Likely. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And the Eagles take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, we all remember they were able to turn that first interception into a touchdown, and now they get a chance to do it again.
Yeah, takeaways are A1. We know that. Every defensive preaches it, but when you can score off those turnovers, points off takeaways, that often leads to huge results for your team.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Savon Rebel with the pick. And the Cowboys have some new life in the 4th.
Okay, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
He's got it right side. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Let's go.
Working inside the red zone. Running in the red zone. He's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line, partner. So they're going to be set up with first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Get it. Cowboy 80.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Rolling out to his left. To the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up second and goal.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
Going again, Richardson. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. By those hands, right? His dependable hands. So, shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
60 Maverick.
Now to throw. Vacates quickly left side. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now they're left with fourth and goal. So a bit stubborn there, Brock. They just kept throwing for it after pass fell incomplete. Now they've got fourth and goal.
Yeah, and you and I both know what's going to happen when these O-linemen run off the sidelines, the big fellas. They're not going to be too happy about not putting one run on the board.
No, sir.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
It's a designed run for him. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game.
Oh, I love that QB draw down here. Risk, reward, and you know it as a quarterback. The minute you drop back and sell pass, whether you've got a lane to run, and he sure did.
I'm running up this door, I almost broke my damn leg. Got her broke, they damn weird. Damn little mama better, but they diamonds on me fight, Nick and Reese.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys trim the deficit down to 5.
Cowboys 23.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. First and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Great. Set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Quick pass right side, complete. And fly, Eagles fly. He gets him the first down, partner. That's going to seal this win. 1 final seconds on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to leave just a touch longer to close this one out.
First down.
Design keeper here for Hurts. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And as the country celebrates what it is thankful for, Brock, these guys, well, they're thankful for leaving this one with a well-earned win.
Yeah, something is a little different on Thanksgiving. Something special for a lot of these guys. Playing their first Thanksgiving game, even their first holiday game. Something special about being tabbed to play on this holiday. And it produced a heck of a win for them. They'll definitely remember.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Dallas.